What I wanted to say, and it's my personal view, I don't represent any government. And the issue is that leave the Afghans to their own devices, and they should come up with their own solutions, whatever they want to do. We have had enough of it, and we have burnt our fingers, at least during the past 47 years, if not earlier. So leave the Afghans to themselves, and they can be better judges because we can't live in the history for all the time, and we should move on. So this is what I want to emphasize. And since I thought it would be a twin issue, and nothing much has been spoken about Iran-US war. It's only about Afghanistan. I know it is neglected. Ever since the Taliban came, it is neglected. And secondly, don't forget, please ask this question to the United States, which signed the agreement with the Taliban. And they shook hands and they were smiling. And there was a sitting government led by Mr. Ashraf Ghani. And Mr. Karzai is still living there in Kabul, right? So it means it was some kind of modus vivendi, some kind of an understanding between all those who are there. And Mr. I think it was Sharifi Saib, Dr. Sharifi, that you spoke about the new faces. At least I don't know those new faces. I'm meeting you today. For instance, it's my misfortune or neglect. But the issue is that where are they? And they're all outside Afghanistan. If you are outside Afghanistan, it's like Iranian situation where the crown prince is outside. And he's not providing an alternate to the Iranian people. Even if they want to go for regime change, Americans have tried that and they have failed. Because once you are in the capital, unless you render your sacrifice, and Afghans have been rendering these sacrifices for the past 47 years, but they have fled. They have left the country. Yes, it is their right to safety, to save their lives and all that. No one is questioning that. But we are talking about a political process, and that has to be there, and that has to be done through political struggle. The so-called 20-year democratic period, while you had presidential form of government, Mr. Karzai was not a popular leader. He was paratrooped by the Americans. What happened in Bonn? Sattar Seerat was neglected while he got more votes as compared to Karzai, but Americans wanted it. What happened to Mr. Ashraf Ghani? He was not a popular leader. Again, he was paratrooped and given to the Afghans as fait accompli. And you had to vote for him. So this is something, I think there are basic corrections which are to be made in the political struggle in Afghanistan. And they have to actually agree to evolve a modus vivendi whereby they can live together. There has to be a bare minimum manifesto under which all there are over 80 political parties when I was posted in Afghanistan from 2005 to 9. And elections were held on non-party basis, whether it was Volatile or whether it was presidential elections. So what kind of political system we had? The Afghan constitution was a cut and paste of the United States. So what happened? Where was the Afghan content into constitution making, into that political process? Where were these so-called 300,000 armed forces which were established in Afghanistan? They melted down before the deadline. What happened? No one is asking those questions. Where are those leaders and those warlords? They pocketed those money in the name of army soldiers. I'm not saying this. SIGAR reports are full of it. So this is something we have to sit with. So therefore, my advice to Pakistan, whosoever rules, whether it is military, civil, or it is hybrid system, that please leave the Afghans to their own devices. You should be strict along the border. That's it. It may sound unusual, but I think for the time being, already Afghans have suffered a lot. and Pakistan is getting the blame. So either you accept the blame or you take measures whereby you leave the Afghans to their own devices. I'll stop here. Thank you.